Okay, well, we are done with an awful lot of the exterior of this house. What we're looking at right now is a finished porch. There was an old enclosed porch on the outside of this house, and the roof levels were at different levels and the whole bit. We ripped the whole porch down and put on a new roof and all new fascia, all new gutter and soffit, all around the house actually. But the porch here is brand new, and we did a couple design features that we're real happy about. Number one, these columns. These posts here are actually two 4x4 Doug fir posts stained nicely, and then they come down to a stone pillar to match the stone pillars that are around the fence that you'll see here in a second. And we put three of them. There's something magical about three when it comes to architectural design. So if you do 1, 2, 3, it just tends to, I don't know, I'm not sure why, but it's just aesthetically it's more pleasing to the eye. Inside here we decided to build up a couple planter beds at 2 different levels. Both these planter beds have drip lines fed to them, and we have one at one level here. This is our perennial bed, and it's in the shade, so we've got some shaded type plants. And then down here is our annual bed, more in the sun. And so we can change that out each year. Pretty excited about that. Circling back in here in the patio, inside here, we replaced, as we replaced the patio on the top, we put together a slatted paneling ceiling. Painted it kind of an off-white and hung some ceiling fans and really gave it a nice airy feeling. On the end there we installed a fountain, and right outside here as you exit the patio you can see a walkway giving way to a fire pit. And that goes all the way to the back, where we have a gate, a custom-made gate that goes out back to the alleyway. So that's how we structured this mezzanine area of the backyard. We wanted it to be very manicured, very rich in design. As you can see, we took some stone that we had left over from the stone pillars that are on the fences and made ourselves a fireplace ring, and turned out to be really a neat design. Actually very, very attractive. The stone that we had a bunch left over, so we repurposed some of those into little walking paths in through the landscaping. And we have, I don't know, somewhere around 250 bushes and flowering plants and grasses and all kinds of different plants growing around in here. So another place here where we repurposed some stone, hung some old gates that go into a back area that's kind of right now keeping a bunch of junk. But that's going to be a different area we work on in the future. This was a real plain wall that was just a garage brick wall, and we put a planter there and added some bushes and some honeysuckle vines and roses, and this is what we came up with. Real beautiful. Now the slope of this land lended to some terracing, and what we decided to do is put a 2-level terrace for planting beds with some stairs going right straight down. So we poured these stairs right down the middle of them, and we also used at the bottom here some more stone that we had extra, and created kind of an artistic design right before the base of our apple tree here, to give it you know, a purpose for us to be able to step on without getting muddy or dirty, but also a real artistic design that's very appealing to the eye. And as you look back on the mezzanine area, this is the view from down below. Pretty exciting. So our apple tree has a whole lot of apples on it, so it's dangling low right now. We have all kinds of landscape lighting, lighting up the different pillars and trees and all that kind of stuff. Over here, we built a garden, and these are raised garden beds. They're about 8 feet by 2.5 feet, and each one of these garden beds are on the ends. You have a window well, a plastic window well, and then connected by landscape timbers. And inside, we waterproof the landscape timbers with a foundation waterproofing, and then we stain the outside of them. We put a sprinkler line in each one of these, and voila, there's our planter. In the bad weather time, if it ever looks like it's going to hail, we can take this netting on the ground here and put it over these little plastic poles, and that protects the vegetables from hail. We also took some extra flagstone and made little borders. As you can see, different kinds of borders here with a little bit of design element to them. It doesn't go all the way around the perimeter, but just enough to give that sense of a perimeter. And we also put some around here too. So it's there's really, the possibilities are limitless in what you can do landscaping wise. Just have to get your creative juices going and let it go. You can see the stone pillars around on this fence. Each stone pillar is 7 feet tall, and they're 2 foot square. Real big pillars. Now through this gate here is a courtyard. Caroline, she runs a hair salon out of her basement, and as the guests arrive, we wanted a place for them to have a real pleasant sense of arrival. And we also wanted to protect it from our backyard, so we had privacy. So you walk through this gate and you have Caroline's courtyard. And it's beautiful. Basically, we wanted a sense of a journey for the customers to come through here and just appreciate the different flowers and other vegetation as they walk through, and maybe sit down at the little buffet table here and enjoy a nice iced tea while they wait for their hair to process. So it's a real pleasant place where people can get their hair done and still enjoy some time as well. Each one of these gates are custom made. We custom designed them just for this backyard, so not too involved. We just used some cedar and put 5 different cross members and 2 verticals, and each corner has a metal cross support, and they're very, very stable gates because of that. Well, that is a backyard and a patio and a fire pit and a courtyard done by McQueen Design and Build. Hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll talk to you next time.